What's going on? Got a new Raid Shadow Legends video. They finally buffed a champion that I actually have. Because usually the two buffs they do like per 19 months are for people I don't even have, so I don't even care. But finally they did a buff for someone I have. Where's he at? Bellator. I mean, a while back they did do a buff for Norog, so I 6-starred him like a week ago. He actually places like AoE block buffs, decreased defense. I think this was a higher chance to place this as well. But he's like the only guy skin markers I have that does any of these, and he is on the same skill. So he just helps. But that's not the point of this video. The point is this guy. Right now, as of now, before the buff, it hasn't happened yet, but his A1 does 30% chance of decreasing cooldown of our random skill of an ally with the highest turn meter, except for this champion by 1 turn. 50% chance when booked. Not the greatest. Kind of poo. His A2 attacks all enemies, increased attack and increased defense on all allies for 2 turns, and then heals everyone by 20% of his max HP. So this skill's okay. You could have him like insanely fast to go before certain damage dealers of attack and increased defense, and then they can hit harder. And then he can heal people. It's a 3-turn cooldown too, so it's actually not that bad of a skill. But for a Void Legendary, it could be way better. And then his A3 is probably the best. I mean, revives everyone with 50%, 50%, then places a shield on all the revived ones equal to 20% of his HP on a 4-turn cooldown. So when I first got this guy, he did help me on normal faction wars to 3-star stages because he did revive people. And his passive is 70% chance of decreasing an ally's skill cooldown by 1 turn if they're revived. So it's decent. And people absolutely hate him in the reviews. I think some of these are too harsh. But I guess when people get a Void Legendary and they're expecting like the best one, so they're just gonna rate him bad anyways. Or there's like tons of people that have millions of Void champs that get this guy who's not one of the best ones, but they just rate him bad because they can't use him because they have way better. But I think if you get this guy like early on, he's gonna be obviously insanely good. But with this buff, he's just way better now. So his A1, instead of it having only the 30% chance, it's gonna go to a 75% chance, and then it's going to be able to book out to I think 100%, or I think 90. So it's just going to be pretty much an automatic decreasing cooldown of someone who's fast, which is not horrible, actually. It's on an A1, so who really cares? His A2 is there's going to be a turn meter fill by 20%. So it's going to keep all of it the same, but it's going to also include a turn meter fill, which honestly makes that skill so much better. And then his A3 is going to get... It's the same revive and the same shield, but he places a block debuffs on everybody for 2 turns. And I think you can use that skill to put block debuffs on someone if no one's dead. Because I think it's going to place the block debuffs on everyone, not just the ones who are revived. So it's honestly, it's good. It's a nice change. It's going to make him one of the best supports I have, besides this one. And he's Void too. He does no damage, he's Void, so he's not going to, he's going to stay alive for a long time. He's HP based anyways. He's going to help out the team way more. I mean, Ogryn Tribes is a faction I'm horribly struggling with. I don't think I have a single star in hard, because I just don't have, like, my best damage dealer's Belor, so that's gonna leave it at that. But my support wasn't the most fantastic stuff, besides a revive on someone. But now this guy's getting block debuffs, turn meter fill, on top of healing and shielding. And its passive changes as well to where it's instead of a 50% chance, it's a 75% chance of decreasing an ally's skill cooldown if they're revived. And on top of that, I think it books out to either 90 or 100. It kind of confuses me with the yellow number thing. I'm looking at a different tab. You're seeing the game right now, but I'm looking at the buff page tab. But on top of the passive, they're gonna add a once per turn if an ally's killed, reduces the cooldowns of all of this champion skills by a turn. So if you go through your skills and then someone on your team dies because the enemy starts going, if someone dies, his skill cooldowns are going to be reduced by 1 turn. And I think if like multiple of your people die, like one after one, then his skill cooldowns are just going to keep getting decreased. So if you have like 3 people on the enemy team that kill someone on your team, or like multiple people on your team 2 or 3 times, then he's just going to get his revive like instantly. So you can potentially open up with the block debuffs, and then if people die, then you can get that skill back to revive them back. So I think that's kind of interesting. So he's going to be leaving the vault. I can 6-star someone now. I have the chickens and stuff. And some odd champs food. So I can 6-star him. The second he gets buffed, I'm doing that. So yeah. Finally. A buff that's useful for me and not like the 1%. Yay. Where's he at right there? Yeah, again, he's gonna need to be ascended, masteried as well. Don't know what relic to put on them, because he does like, he's gonna be able to do like so many random things now. Like there's gonna be a lot of relics that are gonna be decent for him. Maybe something that's to do with healing, or even this. This will give him HP defense, because I'm not gonna be able to fully upgrade this anyways. Yeah, boosting turn meter healing ones are gonna be good. Yeah, I'm happy. There's a random little video today because finally something happened in this game that I'm happy with. Recently, at least.